Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun, playing as East Frisia. And we're not really on the shoulder of Europe anymore. Well, at least just not one. We have a little bit of a, maybe like an arm sleeve over in Riga. But we do a quick little overview on who's doing well, who isn't, compared to kind of the standard game of EU4. England is finally starting to deal with Scotland and his Irish allies to some degree. I imagine they're a little bit behind the 8 ball, but they're not that far away. France is fairly normal. Admittedly, it took less of this land than it likes to, but this is pretty standard France. Ottomans are in a pretty standard location as well. Nations that are not in a standard location or position kind of by the time of 1512. Muscovy. We could end up losing Muscovy completely from the map in the near future, which is pretty crazy. That doesn't happen very often. Other nations that are not doing things the same as they normally do, primarily would be Venice. Venice is pretty big compared to normal. It's managed to eat a lot of the papal lands, which is why. And they're still holding on, surprisingly well, in the Balkans. Yeah, usually Venice just gets clowned on, but it might be because Austria isn't the Holy Roman Emperor and hasn't been for a while now, so those two don't have as much natural friction. Hungary's also doing pretty well too. Ate the vast majority of Serbia, kind of Bosnia, Herzegovina, albeit Ragusa, the one province minor, did manage to get a province out of that. So yeah, Hungary's doing pretty well as well. The rest of the world we can't really see a huge amount of. Everything else looks fairly usual. The Mamluks are going to start getting beaten up pretty aggressively. Remember, they were in a war with the Ottomans and Castile at the same time. Did not go well for them. And the Pope's a one province minor, which is a little disappointing for those wanting to be in the Catholic faith. We're probably not going to be in the Catholic faith at some point in the hopefully fairly near future. We'll see. We're still in the age of discovery, so we're going to see when that triggers. Anyway, let's unpause. We're still in a war against Denmark, but realistically, we're not really doing anything because their navy is enormous, ours is not. And I don't really want to go all the way around the earth to start sieging their stuff out when they can just wander across here and start unsieging the land I genuinely want. This land, not a priority. Norway would be okay as territory, but it'd be hard to defend. So that's not a huge priority either. In terms of war score, yeah, we can have it ticked by another 21 points, even if we just don't do anything. Although we are losing money because he's keeping his, Denmark's keeping their navy sat outside blocking our trade, but I think that's a small price to pay. We're only losing 5 gold per month, which, I mean, it's not nothing, but it's not terrible. Yeah, we spend 6 gold a month on fort maintenance and 4 on advisors. I'm fine with that. Denmark also has heretics, so they are pretty busy. But they did go to Riga, which is interesting. Nice! A +1 stability event. You'll love to see it. Is that their whole army? Yes. Okay, well that changes the plan a little bit. Because Frankfurt will hopefully stay with this group. So they have enough to deal with anything Denmark has right now. Can we get over here? I'm going to go probably no, without having to spend a lot of diplomatic points. We can get through Lübeck, we can get through Lüneburg. We can't get through Mecklenburg or Brandenburg. So we would need, well, we'd need probably Mecklenburg. We couldn't get away with just Volgas because this is a crossing. So we'd need what? Instead, maybe Brandenburg, then Poland? I don't know if Poland giving us open borders will give us Lithuanian open borders, even if they're a junior partner. Yeah, let's do it. Is it the most efficient thing to do? Probably not. Will we even get open borders? Who knows? Let's find out. Well, Brandenburg will. So let's go through there first. Now we can unpause. Thought I'd unpause before, completely forgot. It's very on brand for me. If this is the first video of mine that you've seen, by the way, hi, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you stick around and watch some more. Please do subscribe if you find this vaguely interesting. We do a lot of strategy-based things, and just the odd nostalgia trip in there as well, just for fun. Yeah, we definitely do need open borders with Poland, so we'll get that now. We're getting attrition. How many troops have come with us? Not that many. Okay, and we don't need to get open borders with Lithuania. Excellent. That'll save us a Diplo point. I mean, we're already hemorrhaging 3 extra a month right now. Which is a bit of an oopsie doodle, but what are you going to do? It's funny that they don't have enough troops to siege Riga. They only need 6,000, so it's close. And now they do. So let's go give them a bop before they can do anything important or dangerous. And yeah, we have 11,000 troops in this stack, so that's why I'm not worried. Muscovy had to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my word, they had to give a lot of land to the Livonian Order. And they had to announce a load of cores too. Yeah, there's not much of Muscovy left. I wonder if it's going to be Nizhny Novgorod, Nogai, Perm, or even Denmark that might scoop that up. Because they are prime for the eating. Oh, Sweden rivaled us. We tried to help you. Oh, they're running away too. Cool. Do you have any forts over here? No. So I guess we're going to Finnmarken then. None of that matters. Hey, alerts. Shut up. I think I wanted to check. Are we at our force limit? Yes, we are. Not that we could afford to deal with that right now if we weren't, but I just wanted to know. Honestly, with how many troops they have, it might make more sense for Lüneburg to not attach, because they're just going to cause us extra attrition damage. There's 6,000 infantry, not very useful in a fort siege situation. So I'm just going to tell them to please go away. Not that they necessarily will follow instructions, but we'll see. We can also start closing some military access down. We don't need to spend all these extra points at this point, because we're clearly miles and miles away from the border. And it tells me that their troops didn't flee into Poland or Lithuania. Okay, good. Lüneburg did decide to sit there. Yeah, if they want to just sit out and occupy all this land, I am absolutely fine with that. That is very much what I want them to do. Which means they probably won't do it. So, we'll see. It's been a little while since I've played, so if I just have a quick look over... Yeah, we don't need to get the next military tech yet, so we'll get that new idea group. It gives us more religious unity. Whoop-de-frickin-do. I mean, it will be helpful later, but it's not helpful right now. We don't need open borders anymore with Brandenburg. And we don't need open borders through Lübeck either. And now we're back at our... Well, we're not at our diplomatic limit because we're allied to Lüneburg, right? Oh, it's Lübeck. Yeah, I don't need open borders through there. Too many places that have similar names. I guess we can have open borders with Lüneburg at any time, but right now we don't need to. They don't like us for our unlawful territory. I hope they're going to get used to that. Although, that's the nice thing about taking Denmark, or at least taking land off Denmark. They don't have any. Please don't do that. Oh, that's going to be bad for Lüneburg's army. Rest in spaghettis. At least they knocked them under 6k for now. And it means Denmark must have to get open borders, yeah. So we don't have to pay for the open borders to get back to Riga. Which they're now paying very nicely for us. How kind. We also probably don't need all of these forts on right now. I know it's a risky thing to do during a war, but I'd also like to not take out alone if I can get away with it. If we see them in the vicinity, they're going to show up at Hoya, probably, so... No, we're fine with having religious palaverness going on. Is that a word? No, probably not, but close enough. Close enough. Come on, can we get this siege done, please? I know it's not a mountain, but it's still a very high attrition. I'm okay with losing a little bit of Republican tradition. We don't gain it very quickly because we have an orangist in charge, but we also don't need it to be at 100 either. How much money are we losing now? We're still losing nearly 5 gold per turn. Per month, I guess. It's not a turn-based game. What are you talking about? Is it because we need more things to loot? I guess we'll go sit there then for the time being. Yeah, that's quite a lot of devastation and no loot left. So that'll save us a little bit of money. I think it's like 0.1 gold per month if it's infantry, something like that. It's not a lot. But as soon as this is done, we'll start getting our army back. We won't have to pay for the massive attrition. And we're struggling to even get our men up there. Oh, Lumberg's probably going to get stat wiped. Ah, there's the loan. Well, we tried to not take it out. We'll just have to take money off Denmark. Please don't get stat wiped. Just flee over here. They probably won't chase you. Oh, there's some separatists. Well, Denmark can't deal with 15,000 Muscovite separatists, so maybe Muscovy will have another day in the sun, I guess. We'll see. This is probably not a good thing to do right now, because we won't be able to afford to core any land we take. Although I don't know how much land we're realistically going to be able to take. That's a different issue all of its own. Where are you going? Kind of generally this way, so we'll just see where they go. Okay, they're going back to Riga, I think. Or at least in that direction. So we'll go that way instead. It's the blind leading the blind. We don't have any binoculars, apparently. Although, to be fair, these regions are probably tens of miles long, so... Well, we just hit some troops. Those particulars didn't see that coming, because I know I sure didn't. Oh, there is the Danish army, at least part of it. I think that's all of it, in fact. No, it's just 200 men. Well, we'll stomp them while we're here. No, I'll just take more manpower, please. Yeah, so there's a whole 245 of them that just got curb stomped, but it's better than none of them, I guess. I still don't see where their army is, though. So that's 6,000 troops somewhere. I'm guessing they're hiding in Sweden somewhere, but I don't see them. I don't really want to go to Lund. It's so far away. And the Muscovite separatists are in Karelian culture group, so I'd rather not have them run into me either. I should be safe here. This doesn't have a Muscovite core. We look at cores. Yeah, this area is safe. We're making a little bit of money. They have pretty high devastation as well. They're not going to be worth a lot of money to us if we do take them, but... I mean, they're worth more money to me than they are to them, I guess. And just to reduce some... Oh, they are going that way, are they? Yeah, they are. Okay. Change of plan. Stick in your stack. In fact, you're going to go there so I can plunder some more money, please. We're going to be pirates. We're kind of reverse Vikinging Denmark, I guess, at this point. So we're just going to sit here for a minute. That'll be fine. Ooh, General demands control. Yeah, no, I'm totally going to take 100 free military power. It's not really the one I want. I'd rather have admin right now, but that's fine. And I know I was talking about it maybe in a previous episode, but because we own Iceland, getting an early colony is a little bit more possible. However, for us to get even to exploration, we need to get to level 10 admin tech, and we are not that close. We're still going to complete our idea group that's already admin. We're also going to have to call whatever we take here. Oh, the separatists, why? Why are you doing this? They're going to hit us... So we're going to move on the 5th, they're going to come on the 4th. So we'll be fine, but that's very disappointing. I was very happy to let the Muscovite rebels wreck things, but apparently, no dice. Then, at least we found the Danish army. We can go back and deal with that afterwards as well. Well, those rebels are going to get absolutely devastated. They had way too many horses, and they didn't have a military leader. So that was a big fail for them. Big old failure. Diplotech level 9 is available. Helpful, but not super right now. Up to 36% war score. Oh, Sweden just declared war on Denmark, so... We knew this was going to happen. It's why we declared on Denmark when we did. But we still don't want it to happen. What's our aggressive expansion look like? By and large, it looks okay, honestly. There's a few nations that are invariably going to hate us if we take land, but the vast majority of them are not. Really, the only one we care about is Nassau, and if they only go in a coalition by themselves, well, it's not really a coalition, is it? So that'll be fine, too. But that means that, yeah, the Swedish army's probably going to take out these Fraticelli rebels if they haven't already. Oh, Denmark's come around me to attack Lüneburg? Okay, well, it shows that when you don't pay attention, you're thinking about future plans. Rip Lüneburg's army again. I'm not even that motivated to take out Denmark's army, it's just so I don't have to micromanage looking after Riga. Where are you going? Up here. This very large state of White Cavalier. Unpause. Apparently it's quicker to go through another province first. That's very strange. Where are you going now? Okay, I can catch you there. Really, this is just for the war score. Sweden would curb stomp them. Actually, Sweden has a bigger army than we do, which is a little bit terrifying, but we'll have to deal with that problem in the future. Luckily, we're going to take land before they do, so that we won't have quite as much aggressive expansion against them. Okay, so that was a stat wipe. Where are you going? Osterbotten? We'll make sure you don't go anywhere else, I guess. Yeah, so Sweden's probably going to take... I don't know if they're going to go for this land first, or they're going to go for Norway. Both are interesting options. We'll see what they do. We don't have to worry about any of that. We're up to 48% war score. Clearly, Denmark's going to give significantly more than that. Well, you'd think so, given how they're getting absolutely towelled. Yeah, they'll give... Well, the gap is 83, it's 48% war score, so they're probably going to give something like 60, 65% war score. Obviously, we want to take the claims first. They don't cost us anything, other than aggressive expansion. Which, with just these two provinces, nobody cares. Like, two nations that I wouldn't even be able to find on the map. No, that's a lie, I do know where Dortmund is. But average Joe might have a hard time on a map trying to find those. So what I'm thinking is, if we can I take this full state? That gives us 40 aggressive expansion. It does put Nassau into a coalition, though. A couple of those nations would drop off if we wait a smidge longer, so do any of these nations matter other than Nassau? No, not really. Brunswick is smaller than it starts the game. Obviously, yeah, Nassau is terrifying, but we would be defended by Austria and France if they attacked us. So that I'm not that worried about. And yeah, France and Nassau have a virtually identical sized army. And if anything, France's is deadlier because they have better ideas and they have a higher military tech level. So I'm not too concerned about that side of things, but I may still wait a little bit longer. I mean, if anything, it means we can take some more money if we start occupying more land. So we're going to split our stack into 4. One group's going to go to Kola. One group's going to go to Soroka. One group's going to go to Kargopol. And the last group that's not moving, where are you? This one. Go to Onega. Means we can loot a little bit more efficiently, means we should get a little bit less attrition. All the good stuff. And because the beautiful suicide of the Muscovite rebels happen, we know there's pretty much no badness over here as well. So yeah, they'll give us a lot of things we want, but right now we're just going to say no thank you. They are not in the position to make that request. I don't want that. That's a horrible thing. We're not going to make cutbacks and have worse discipline. We'll lose a bit more money. It just means we're going to have to take more money. Maybe we'll be paying back 2 loans, not 1. Alrighty. I'm just going to keep you in Cola, that's fine. Nah. No, I shouldn't. I should put you here. As much as I'd like Muscovy to break back and get this province and cause some horrendous border gore, you just know that Sweden's going to sit on it anyway, right? So, we might as well get it as war score. Does Denmark even have an army? It has 2,000 troops, so no. Practically speaking, no, it doesn't. And then, yeah, everything east of here is wasteland. No, colonies can be here. Alright, so we're up to 56% war score, so they're probably going to give us closer to 75, maybe even 80 at this point. Sweden did occupy Lund. No, I'm fine with that. Now the Livonian Order has declared war on Denmark. Yeah, so there's going to be not a lot of Denmark left by the end of this, I would wager. England's in its golden era. Did they finally take... Oh, yeah, they took all of Ireland and most of Scotland, too. So, yeah, they're getting back to where they normally are by this point. Other thing worth noting, Sweden's navy's not terrible either, but it's not anywhere near the size of Denmark, so they're going to get bopped, but we can see it here. Hopefully they get to run quickly, or they are going to lose a lot of ships. Yeah, they only lost a couple. They were able to escape before they took some massive losses. So we're just going to sit here and occupy this land and I guess get some extra loot out of the deal. And yes, the whole plan is we're going to peace out soon. They'll all get black flagged, so then I don't have to get open borders to get everybody back. We just have to make sure we don't walk through Riga stupidly by accident. Guess I'll go sit in Nordjylland and get some more loot while we wait. They're still trying to peace out. What even is the aggressive expansion situation now? So Nassau would still be in it, but one nation did drop off. I can't remember who it was, but somebody was at -50. Yeah, if we could get it so Nassau would not be in this coalition, that would be perfect. So I think we do continue to wait just a little bit longer. Oh, just caught myself there. Thought I was going to sneeze, and I didn't. Instead of hitting the mute mic, though, I hit pause on the recording. So you wonder, why was I not in quite the same position? That's why. Why are you standing here attritioning us? Get out of the way. Stupid Livonian Order. They never do this well. It's actually kind of exciting to see. They also have like a really stretchy McLong nation. They've got no height at all. That looks like Czechoslovakia, where it was first formed. Kind of, if you squint and don't really know what Czechoslovakia looked like back then. Shh, shh. I didn't say anything. Okay, so you're out of loot. You're out of loot. Move across. Are you out of loot? Yeah. I guess you go back up to Kola then. Running out of places to pillage. What a real... I was going to say first world problem, but would it count as first world back in 1516? I'm not sure. I'm not that philosophical. Okay, now would it be the coalition? Still wouldn't. Still would be -51. Nassau, I don't want you in a coalition. Can you just behave? I'm trying to add provinces to the Holy Roman Empire. If anything, you should be excited by the prospect, but alas, no. We do like support for the government. Well, in this game we do. I think we can probably afford level 9 admin tech, but I think I'm going to get the idea group completed instead. Yeah, we still have 285 admin points. We'll be able to core everything we want. That's fine. I think we'll go for the next idea group in a military thing too. It's only national supply limits, so not super important. And to be fair, Dutch migrants that we unlock next is... I mean, I'd prefer almost anything other than that as an event, honestly, like as an actual benefit. There's not really much of a benefit if we're being completely transparent, but... Now can we piece them out without having Nassau in it? Still no. Go to speed 4. Because there's not much we can really do. Castile's put a crusade against the Mamluks. I feel like they picked the wrong target, but what are you going to do? Oh, and our general just kicked the bucket. Rest in spaghettis, my friend. You were actually reasonably good. Nowhere near as good as this guy, though. Short Tom, is that a T or an R? I think it's a T. I don't know. Either way, 6412 for 1516, 1517. That is... Wow. That is a thing of beauty. Do I want to take out another loan to get mercantilism? Yeah, I probably do. Long term, that's definitely worth it. Okay. Now they're not in here, so now we can peace out Denmark. So we don't have to deal with... We didn't have to think about what would happen in the south end of the coalition, because they won't. And we're not going to take more land than this, because we won't be able to keep hold of it easily. So we want war reparations. We want a boatload of cash, which we will get the vast majority of. I don't think we need anything else. I'm not returning cores, absolutely not. I mean, I could get them to revoke their core on Gotland. Do I care about that, though? No, not really. I think this is fine. Yeah, I'm okay with this. So, there we go. Fantastic. So we get a load of money. I'm going to pay off our loans immediately so I don't forget. And by loans, I mean loan singular. And then you guys can all come over together. And I'm going to go this way so you don't go into Riga. And then you're going to come over to Colding. Excellent. And you guys can just sit in Colding already. So we do have a fort in this area. So even if we have rebels spawn, it doesn't matter which of these provinces they spawn on, they will not be able to siege it out straight away. So that is fantastic. We can afford to core everything. It wasn't that close even. Cool. Take that. And we'll get level 9 Diplo. We're going to hopefully get colonialism before we have to go for level 10 tech, because it gets pretty expensive as a penalty if you don't. We shall see. I'm not sure. We might be able to. How's it spreading right now? Well, it's spreading in Paris, it's spreading in Calais. England does have parts of it already. They've not embraced the institution yet, but they do have it. We might be able to ask France, once they get it, to offer it to us. That's probably the quickest way we're going to get a hold of it. We'll have to spend a bit of money, but, you know, that is what it is. Oh, they're getting it as knowledge sharing. I was going to say, how are they getting it? They weren't on a coastline. That would be why. So, yes, we're probably going to get it from France. Also, this video, this is probably a good place to end this off. It's nearly 30 minutes, sounds about right. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Like the video if you did. Please subscribe to see some more. I do appreciate having people return back. I don't want to go into numbers, but there's something like ridiculous, like 95% of people don't subscribe to the channel, even though they watch the video. So, come on! Even if it's just to watch a video every now and again with a guy relaxing playing a game that's, you know, what feels like 3 million years old. It's not, but this game's been out a long time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.